Keep away from the people who try to belittle your ambitions. Small people always do that. But the really great make you feel that you too can become great. Mark Twain. My friends, stick with it. You can do this, and we are here to help you. Let's jump into these charts. We see stocks are down, bonds, Bitcoin, and gold are up. And in particular, gold is a jamming. What have we been telling you these last few days? 80% directional probability up. We'll get to it here in just a minute. I'll tell you where we continue to stand on gold and where we are on the S&P. Let's jump on that first. Now, we've had many weeks of down moves. This week, we're nowhere near the bottom that we were last week. We see a green spinning top. We have two-day candles moving up. That was the Friday, Monday, and then the Tuesday, Wednesday. Don't have a lot of volume on this latest candle. Sitting right there below the weekly trend line, we can see where the two-day topped over it and then pushed down today. As we told you yesterday, we're only about 60% directional probability of up. Didn't hit those parameters, so we would not have gotten in regardless. And we stay at a 60% probability of an up move on the S&P 500. The jumping in point is around the 526 mark. We're at 525.66. Jumping in entry point is 526.58. And we see that the expected up move, if indeed it does turn around, you start seeing it lay down nice green up candles with high volume, which it is not doing. We saw it doing that back on, of course, April the 9th and on into April the 10th. And then it just kept on moving up through Tuesday and then, of course, rolling over some today. So we'll keep our eye on things, see where it goes, but it did pull back pretty strong today, 2.22%. So again, waiting to see if we're going to move up. But again, it's only a 60% probability. That's hardly more than a coin toss. So I'm not throwing any money, even practice trades as we talk about here, at anything like that. But keep an eye on it. Maybe it will be turned around. Maybe the percentages will go up better as we move through time. What about the NASDAQ 100? Really pulling back strong. And again, as I've told you guys, we've had all this downward pressure, which again doesn't make me want to jump into any kind of up move after all of this hard pressure down. But we're at 60% on our directional probability, 65% back test accuracy. Jumping in point, it did start moving up, be a little bit higher than it is right now at 444.18. It's 444.94. And again, looks like it'd move on up to about 480, a 35% expected move over the next 5 days if this market does take off. But again, only a 65% back test accuracy. And you've got to see those green up candles with lots of volume, which of course we are not seeing. And hence we would not be jumping into that move. So we'll continue to keep an eye on things as the days continue to just push by, don't they? Each and every day. Man, they seem to come so quick. What's up with TLT, 20-year U.S. government bonds? Again, we're pretty much ambivalent on that, about a 65% up move possibility. I just don't see it happening, my friends. I see all this weight of the down moves. I see a doji here. Now, again, that could be telling us something. We see where we had several days of green candles. It is up 0.56%, but I just see a lot of downward pressure. Now, yesterday I told you, that we were, again, right at a coin toss on where things might go. So I want better odds. And where have we found them? Man, if you'd have been listening to us watching for the potential up move in gold, it would have rewarded you today in your practice trade to the tune of 3.25%, jamming up. We are still at 80% of continued up moves. Entry point 307.65, about 20 cents where it is at the end of the day today. moving up to about 310. And at 310, that is our exit point. We are seeing a lot of resistance at that point. That's about another $2.35% move. We've got a back test accuracy of 85%. And again, keep your eye on the prize. See if indeed you're going to be rewarded by gold just pumping up there strong. It is high, and what happens when things get high? Well, everything that goes up must come down. So keep your eye on gold. It does look like it has some more room to move. So again, if you're in that trade, watch closely so you don't lose what you have earned in your practice trade. Last, we'll take a look at Bitcoin. We've got a directional probability up of 55%. That is right there at a coin toss. What did it do today? It went up 0.38%. We saw a down day yesterday, particularly at the end of the day, and a little bit of a recovery in the afternoon, but again, just a difficult time right now. A lot of weight pushing Bitcoin down. We have a green candle for the week, two-day green candles, but staying below that weekly trend line. Half day moved up above the trend line. It looks like it's trying to press back below it. So we'll continue to keep an eye on these charts. Gold has been doing us right. Again, as I've told you guys, I like an 85. I love 85% directional probability. When I don't have that, I want to keep my powder dry. If something does take off and really starts showing its sign of moving in the right direction and has some room to move, then yes, we might look at an entry, but I want good probabilities because that's what it's all about. God bless my friends. All the best from the whole team at Charting Wealth.